All right, time for our 15th tangent of the day. We'll call this the tangent. We are giant film nerds, and every year it starts winding down to the end, right around this time, because that's how time works. There is a large amount of films that come out in the last, 4 months?
Yeah, October to December, really. That's when the Oscar time starts
Oscar
wrapping
bait.
up. Yeah, basically like the new Will Smith movie. That's straight Oscar bait.
What's the new?
He's playing Serena and what's her name? Williams' dad, the tennis players.
Venus
And Serena.
Venus.
I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. Your desire.
I have to think of rap lyrics to remember her name.
That's fucked up. But yeah, he's playing their dad.
She always bring the racket like Venus and Serena.
Jesus.
Ludicrous.
Jesus. Yeah, but anyway, he's playing their dad in the movie, and you can just tell it's straight Oscar bait.
Okay.
That's all he does anymore. I'd go so far as to say he's never been a great actor.
Well, that one scene alone in The Fresh Prince with him and Uncle Phil, that dad scene.
Want me, man?
It's such a good fucking scene though. Like, you can feel the emotion.
I can't.
It almost feels like it's his real life, even though his dad was around.
Yeah.
Like, that was a rough scene.
Yeah.
To watch.
It really was.
7 pounds.
Movie sucked. Isn't that the one where he fucking goes into a bathtub with jellyfish on purpose? Mm-hmm. Why?
To donate his organs.
But so that's the way he chose to do it.
Yeah. He donated to like a bunch of people, but like one person specifically because he was a match, but they wouldn't take it because...
So he killed himself, right?
Yeah.
But why that way?
To preserve his organs.
Okay, because I have the same question at the beginning of Midsummer. Why did she choose that way? That's a pretty elaborate thing to do.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Well, I know why, but like that's an elaborate... How do you have that much hose?
It's a garden hose.
No, it wasn't. That shit was like this thick.
I mean, maybe her dad was an HVAC guy. I don't fucking know.
I don't know, but it was pretty fucking raw.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It is raw.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to kill someone without them knowing...
Well, that's the way to do it.
Go.
Yeah, but I'm just like, wow, out of all things.
Yeah. But, dude, I will tell you, there has never been a beginning of a film that fucked me up the way that one did.
It's like really rough. You're like...
Oh, dude, I was watching
downer.
So, like... I have family members that I have experienced situations like this with.
Yep.
That every time you get those text messages and they're just like, oh, it's terrifying. And as soon as like she starts reading off or you see those messages on the screen, like I started having a fucking panic attack. I was like, I don't know if I can make it through this fucking film.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to the house and that thing, and I was just like, like I literally just got chills again thinking about it. Like, it's fucked up.
It's really rough. He thinks it's some fucked up shit, but
he's
it hits.
Amazing.
It hits.
Yeah. Like, I find my limits every time I watch a film, and for some reason I keep going. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense, but
I'm sure his next one's gonna be rough too.
Oh.
Robert Eggers is not as rough at all.
No,
actually.
No, I mean
his is more fantastical.
Yes, and he pushes the boundaries, but not nearly in the way Ari Aster does.
Yeah, he don't push the boundaries in like realism.
What is Ari Aster's next film?
Disappointment Boulevard with Joaquin.
Oh yeah. When does that come out? Next year?
Next year.
Okay, so we picked. Did we each pick 5 or 6?
5. Yeah, we can do 5 or 6.
Okay, we'll just keep rolling with it. Number 1 for you.
Okay, number 1 is. And do we even say what we're doing? We didn't say what we're doing.
Oh,
we're doing our most anticipated movies of the rest of the year.
That's why this is the Tangent Express.
Yeah.
So yes, we each picked 5 or 6. We'll just see how it ends up leveling out. Most of ours are the same. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
So I'll let Damian start it off, and then I'll just match mine with his, and that way we're not jumping all over the place.
Yeah. So this one, my first one, I'm not like too excited for it, but it is like one of the next ones coming up. It's Venom: Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Honestly, I've been as interested in this as I was in Black Widow there for a while, because I got tired of how often it kept getting pushed back, and it lost all momentum to me.
I'm definitely more interested in it than I was with Black Widow.
Now I will agree with that. But this last year, I've been as irritated with it as I was with Black Widow. Yeah. Essentially, like, now that it's building, I'm a little bit more excited, but I'm still just like, I could miss it.
Yeah, as far as the movie itself, like, you have to take it for what it is, especially after watching the first one. You know what it is. It doesn't take itself serious.
Do you think that this Spider-Man leak at the end is pretty much just bait to get people into theaters to see it?
No, I do not. I think it's legit.
But even like them essentially leaking it, do you think that's bait to get people in?
Who leaked it?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay.
But how the fuck would it get leaked in the first place? Like an exec or someone who works
somebody who works there, something watched it.
Then again, Sony doesn't have the best fucking security history, so
yeah, that's true.
Okay, so yeah, we'll move on because we've already touched on Venom.
Yeah, yours.
Mine. Well, since I have that one as well, I will go with Antlers.
Yes, and this is one I also forgot about because it was supposed to come out last year too.
Yes. And see, I was really excited when I first saw this because I got really into the idea and like the mythology behind Wendigos.
Yes.
Especially after playing Until Dawn. Did you ever play that one?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, it's really good. And then I kind of like did very minimal research, but like I fell in love with the idea of Wendigos and stuff. And me and our friend Nate were going to actually start up like a clothing line, and that was going to be like one of our first designs that we actually got drawn up and stuff. It looked really cool, but then he moved to Missouri and it just became kind of a
hassle.
Yeah, it became a logistical nightmare, so I just said nah, I'm good. He started his own t-shirt thing and he's good. So
yeah, Antlers, it's directed by
Guillermo del Toro.
No,
produced by?
He produced it.
Okay.
The director, I forget his name, but he directed Hostiles, and he directed another one before that.
Please hold.
Please hold.
Please hold. Onto your asses. That is not how you spell antlers. Okay. Scott Cooper.
Scott Cooper, yes.
What has he directed? You said Hostels?
Hostiles.
Crazy Heart, Out of the Furnace.
Out of the Furnace.
Black Mass.
Okay, yeah.
So some pretty critically acclaimed shit.
Yeah, he's a really good director.
I mean, overall, I'm all the way in. The trailers hooked me from the first time I saw it. So
you can definitely tell when you get a glimpse of the creature. You can that's Guillermo del Toro helping.
Oh yeah, I'm in. That's all I gotta say. Mm-hmm. You?
All right, my number 2 is Halloween Kills, which is the sequel to Halloween 2018, and I'm not extremely thrilled to see this because the first one, well, the last one was all right, but I think just getting a new Halloween movie in general is kind of exciting.
Yes.
So yeah, so I'll definitely go see it. And Jamie Lee Curtis is in it still, and we'll see what happens.
They better use her up as much as possible because she's getting up there in age too.
Old. She's like 60 something.
Her mom's didn't make it that old though, did she?
I don't know.
The chick from Psycho.
Yeah, I know. That's her.
I mean, I haven't watched the most recent one. I still got to get on that.
Oh, you haven't?
Halloween. So I like Halloween, but I honestly don't know if I've ever actually watched one of the originals all the way through. The only ones I've seen are the Rob Zombie ones. So
and a lot of like hardcore Halloween fans don't like those at all.
I loved it, but that's
me too.
I like Rob Zombie, so I just have kind of that bias. I guess might hurt me.
Really trashy movies.
They are, but I mean, I was hooked after I watched House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. So it's just the way it is.
Yep.
I guess my next one would probably be Dune.
Okay, that was my next one too. So we'll talk about it.
Roll with it.
Dune.
Critically, so far it seems like it's doing really pretty good. There's some detractors.
Yeah, it always is, and they just made $37 million overseas already.
Yes. Because it releases October
13th.
I think you're right.
I have the poster over there. Can you see it?
October 22nd.
October 22nd.
So, I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm going to watch it, but I think a lot of people are irritated because of the way it ends. It's a very dialogue-heavy story. So they split the Dune book into 2 films.
Yeah, and then even when I went to go to that exclusive look at it and I saw the first 10 minutes, it specifically says Dune Part 1.
Yeah.
Like, he's confident they're going to make a Part 2.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, it hasn't been put in any of the marketing, so I think it pissed a lot of people off. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it is what it is. I'm excited. And it is huge. You run the risk of losing a lot of viewers if you go too dialogue heavy for too fucking long.
Yeah.
So it's good.
There's definitely going to be some action in there too.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons that they had to split it, was to kind of pepper more stuff in, to not overdo the dialogue.
Yeah, the one thing I was like afraid of is when he directed Blade Runner 2049. That did really good critically, but not financially.
Yeah,
and I was afraid this is going to be the same thing, but it already made 37 overseas, so it'll just do good.
Yeah, it's pretty promising. And then
plus it has Jason Momoa, which everyone knows.
But for it to release a fucking month early, it usually releases in the U.S. first, and then later in other countries, because you're gonna get all this I mean, everyone knows what Dune is, but like, you're gonna release way too many spoilers for an American audience to really like keep their interest up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that was a bad decision, but it's been happening a lot this year. Fast 9 too.
Yeah.
That one I was surprised they were able to keep the bottle on that long enough for them to actually make money in the U.S.
Right.
But yeah, no, I'm extremely excited. The cast is fantastic. Oscar Isaac, Timothy Chalamet,
Jason Momoa,
Dave Bautista,
Rebecca Ferguson,
Zendaya,
Josh Brolin, David Jasmalchin, one of the Skarsgårds, the dad of the Skarsgårds.
Stellan.
Yeah, he's in it. Just fucking a lot of people in it.
It's gigantic. It looks nothing short of fantastic.
Yes.
So
yeah, the 10 minutes I saw of it, and the exclusive look was like really good.
Yeah, no, it sounds amazing. So I'll honestly might even show up opening night.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see. You next.
My next one is, let's see, let me look at the list. I have it on my arm. Shit, where am I gonna go? Lamb, the new A24 horror movie.
I have that on my list as well.
Yeah.
So is that a horror film?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because it definitely looks fucked up.
It's a horror. It's one of those. It's a horror film about something realistic that they turn it into a horror. It's about motherhood.
But isn't the kid like half fucking lamb?
Yeah, but it's the
Did
whole
she
movie.
fuck a sheep?
No, I don't think it's literal, but it's the metaphor. It's about motherhood, is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks wild as shit.
It looks fucking
There's like
crazy.
something like that part when they were looking into the bar and you can see something like huge in there, like just moving around. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm gonna watch it. It looks fucking nuts.
A24, they just like it's like because that one was made. It wasn't made by A24. They found it and they're distributing it.
Okay.
But it does fit the A24 model.
So one thing that I really hope that they continue to do is, because I just got done rereading Tough Shit by Kevin Smith, and he kind of lays out the way that Miramax did business for a long time. They were essentially like indie film distributor to Disney's like umbrella of films.
Yeah.
And eventually it became, we're going away from that as soon as they did She's All That. And it just became, let's try to get blockbusters. And they completely lost what they were, and that's why Miramax went out of business.
Right.
And they had to open up the Weinstein Company. And then they just kept trying to pump out these fantastical blockbusters, and they never did business the way they were able to when they were pumping out Tarantino films and all this other indie stuff like they did with Clerks and stuff like that.
Right.
So I really hope that A24 never overplays their hand.
Yeah, I really hope not.
Because they could easily pull out fantastical multi-million-dollar budget films that blow up the box office, but they run the chance of diluting the rest of their output.
They have a niche that they should stick to, for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
So I'm just fingers crossed that continues.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I'll ever stop singing their praises.
Right.
Because even these films with gigantic casts that are fantastic, like The Green Knight, which is an A24 film, like, it feels unique because it's not... You don't have a board of executives telling them what to do, essentially, is the way it feels.
You can definitely tell it's not a mainstream movie.
Yeah.
Because if that was mainstreamed, it would have turned out like, I don't know, that King Arthur movie with Charlie Hunnam. It probably would have turned out like something like that.
I was excited for that until I watched it, and I was like, this reeks of, like, studio interference.
Yeah, which is why A24 is cool. Yeah. And what else? I was going to say something else about them.
A24?
I forget. Damn it!
That you'll blow the execs for a roll? Yeah. What was the last one we did? Lamb?
Yeah, Lamb.
Okay. I'm gonna go with one that you kind of, to me. The Resident Evil remake that's going on Netflix.
Jesus Christ. Resident Evil, welcome to Raccoon City.
Yeah, so here's the thing though. I ain't gonna lose money on it.
That's true.
I'm already fucking paying for Netflix. I mean, yeah, but is my time that valuable? My company that I work for doesn't seem to think so. So...
yeah. Oh, never mind. I'll talk to you about that later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you asking for a job?
No.
No. I was gonna say just don't do it.
No, I'm not going to.
So, I mean, one thing I will say that they are doing correctly is, like you said, it looks like it's cosplay. Because essentially, the only thing that we really have from it is them all in their, like, video game outfits.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes when you go accurate, it looks cheese.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
But
I'm like, you didn't need to go completely accurate.
They completely went off the walls with the other Resident Evil stuff to where it was, like, barely fucking connected.
True. I still like the first and second one.
I will agree.
Yeah.
Especially when Nemesis comes in the second one.
Yeah, Apocalypse.
Yes. I definitely soured on it, like, immediately thereafter, and it just kept getting worse and worse. But
Extinction was cool.
Yeah. But the fact that they kept taking the focus off of, like, the main characters drove me nuts, especially because, like, when they start bringing in Claire Redfield and Chris Redfield, and the casting for those fell off. Claire Redfield was okay, but it still wasn't.
I gave her a pass.
Yeah. But the dude from Prison Break should not have been Chris Redfield. It didn't visually work. You need, like, GQ boy to play that role.
If you want a Chris Redfield from, like, Resident Evil 5 on, punching boulders, John Cena.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
Do not. I swear.
Yeah.
I will never watch this series again. Just no.
Yes, that boulder punching asshole.
If you had to fan cast a Chris Redfield, legitimately.
Legitimately? Shit, dude. Mark Wahlberg?
No.
That's what I might go to. Fine, Ryan Gosling. That's my final answer.
Okay, I mean... Honestly, I feel like they're casting because they went with Robbie Amell, didn't they?
Yes.
I don't think that's a bad pick.
No.
But...
Who's Robbie Amell again?
Stephen Amell's cousin. The dude from... He was in Beta House. Fuck.
That doesn't help me.
I know. I'm trying to think. So, you never watched Legends of Tomorrow?
No.
You never watched Flash?
No. Is he the Arrow?
No, he's the, I almost said the Human Torch. Fucking, why can't I think of that fucking superhero
Bring
name?
him up.
He's in Justice. He's in Injustice. The Firestorm. He plays Firestorm in The Flash.
Bring him up so I can see his face.
I'm really starting to get irritated because I can't think of shit that he's been in. But I mean, he is.
It sounds very familiar.
The Babysitter.
No, the Babysitter.
Fuck, dude, it's such a good movie. Robbie Amell. The Duff. That kid.
Oh, that's that guy's brother. Right? The guy who plays Arrow, that's his brother?
That's his cousin.
Oh, cousin, okay. I could see it in the chin.
I mean, yeah. No, I agree. I'm trying to think of who else would play a really good Chris Redfield, though. Like...
Brad Pitt.
Joel... I'd offer Joel Kinnaman a job like that again.
No.
He redeemed himself to me in Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad.
Oh, I was thinking of Joel McHale for some reason.
Oh, fuck no!
I was like, that's why I said no. I'm like,
I'd rather see him as Johnny Cage.
Oh, I could see him as Johnny Cage.
Like, I mean, he literally voiced him in the cartoon.
Yeah.
So, I'd be down.
Okay.
But I think Joel Kinnaman would be an okay choice.
That's fair. Yeah.
Especially if he gets fucking swole.
Yeah, I still
like the way he did in the Suicide Squad. John Cena. He's just too fucking big.
And he's too goofy.
I honestly don't know if I can take him in a serious role anymore, because the last...
No, the way he was serious in Suicide Squad right before he kills Rick Flag, like that serious, that would go good. That would...
Yeah. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do too many serious roles anymore. Like, I can't picture him like a solely serious role anymore.
Which is perfect. That means he has room to, like, blow everyone away.
That is true.
Yeah.
But I mean, casting, it's kind of all over the place with this film, and it looks okay. They did a lot of race changing, which cool. I'm down for it. It's
a lot of people on Twitter were.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
that's just toxic Twitter.
Yeah, and like, who gives a fuck, really? Honestly.
Yeah. Like, it depends. Like, if their race is like really a big part of their character, then yeah. But if it's not, then what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like.
Like, if they cast Spawn, a white guy as Spawn, that'd be upsetting.
That would be upsetting.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, if we're fucking recasting or changing the race of Superman, why can't we do it to other shit?
Yeah.
It's...
Like, I would want to see Oscar Isaac as Batman.
It'd be dope.
That'd be fucking fire.
Because what is he? He's Hispanic of some nature, right?
He's one of the South American,
Colombian, Chilean, something
down there. That's what he is.
No, he's not Portuguese.
No, Guatemalan, I think.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's a brown.
Oh, I'm so happy you're the one saying this.
Well, I
would get in so much trouble.
Yeah, I can say it because I'm also a brown. But yeah, like Oscar Isaac would be perfect. Fuck, especially have you haven't seen the card counter yet?
No.
That's Batman.
Okay.
Like, just his demeanor would be like a perfect like Bruce Wayne.
See, and like, if we're talking offhanded roles,
yeah,
it's one of the reasons I loved Ben Affleck for Batman with The Accountant.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucking so
you
good.
see, they're coming out with a sequel.
No.
Yeah, they greenlit a sequel.
Okay. If you're bringing all the cast back, I'm cool with it.
I love that fucking movie.
It's so good.
Yeah,
and
I might watch it tonight.
I mean, the reveal was kind of obvious with the brothers.
Yeah, but it still felt.
Great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Next movie.
Is it me or you?
It would be you because I picked Resident Evil. And I think it's another one we share, anyways. I don't even see it on your arm, actually. My next one.
What the fuck am I doing? I'll go Nightmare Alley.
Okay.
Yeah, which is the new Guillermo del Toro movie, and it's another period piece. I think this takes place like in the 40s or 50s, and it looks like another horror movie.
I will literally watch anything that has Willem Dafoe in it.
So. Yeah, Willem Dafoe, Bradley Cooper, the main woman in it, I forget, but there's just Ron Perlman's in it too.
Yeah.
This is it's like a grade A cast.
Speaking of Willem Dafoe, though, real quick, have you heard of that video game 12 Minutes?
Mm-mm.
It's fucking weird, but I hated Willem Dafoe for like 3 hours.
Really?
He's great, but fucking that dude pissed me off so much in that game. Because it's James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and him. Like, that's the whole cast.
Okay. Well, he's also in that game Beyond Two Souls.
I have not played that with
Alan Page.
Yes.
Or Elliot Page.
Yes. Thank you. But you relive this like 12-minute time loop over and over and over and over, and he plays this dude who comes in to like he's a cop who comes in to like essentially kill this chick and steal her watch, and he pissed me off for like fucking 3 hours because he just kept fucking killing me, and then it just resets you right back to the beginning of the game, and you're like, fuck! But you have to keep replaying it to like uncover mysteries, to like keep questioning shit. And I didn't see the incest twist coming. I'll just put it that way. Ooh. It's fucking wild.
Ooh. Willem Dafoe's also in the card counter.
Damn, dude, he's pretty busy lately, especially because he's going to be in my next pick.
Oh.
I was like, that's an obvious.
Yeah.
Did you finish up with?
This probably is the last one I lost count.
I can't remember what one you said last. My brain's not working.
The last one I said was Nightmare Alley.
True. Is there anything else you would like to say about that film?
No, because there's really not a whole lot to go off of.
Yeah. The trailer does look pretty good, though.
Yeah.
It's weird seeing Bradley Cooper with a mustache.
Yeah, it's very similar, like, style-wise to The Shape of Water.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
It does look circus freak related.
Yeah.
So obviously, I hinted at it. The last pick would be Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yes.
There's not really anything else it could be. It's the movie of the year, honestly. Like, as far not
especially if we're thinking what happens.
Yeah, but I'm not saying like performance-wise or anything like that. What I'm saying,
wise.
I'm just saying level of importance
Spectacle.
spectacle wise, like it's what everyone's looking forward to.
Hopefully.
The nostalgia of it is the selling point for probably 95% of people.
Yeah, especially if, like I said, Toby's in it. I'll cry.
Toby, Andrew, Willem Dafoe. I was like jumping out of my seat when I saw the grenade and heard the laugh.
And then when you see Alfred Molina pop up, you're like, dang.
Hello, Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got me excited. Just we've been through it in this episode. Like Jamie Foxx, Hayden Thomas Christensen,
Jamie Foxx.
I said Jamie Foxx.
J.K. Simmons.
That made me happy when I saw that at the end of Far From Home. Like, that blew my mind.
Yep. Can you believe it's been 2 years since we've seen that
There's
movie?
also the potential for Mysterio to come back, which would be kind of cool.
He could be a part of the Sinister Six.
Yeah. And honestly, I see that probably being the way it goes.
Yeah.
Either that or Scorpion, because I want to see Scorpion in a fucking suit.
Yeah.
That would be fucking epic. Mm-hmm.